Fences are what control them. And we move them onto a new plot like this every single day. So they've been about half a day onto this grass. It's as big as they'll ever get. They're just small goats from like West Africa. Get up close to. He likes to be scratched on that hump. That hump is like a camel hump. It's like full of fat. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I doubt he actually. That's a cool deal. Hopefully food trucks, maybe some local bands. But you guys know local bands or want to play in a, This is Milkweed. Yep, nice. That's exactly what it is. You hear about Milkweed being an important thing for the monarch? That's
our aunt got super into it.
So, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, there's a legitimate monarch cat in the wild. We don't have to walk as far. So typically when we call them up like that, it means they're moving somewhere new. New fresh grass, and so they're excited about it. Go! Come on! Come on! They're slowly but surely. So we raise Texas Longhorn for a variety of reasons. Number one, it's like raising art, right? None of them are the same, which is cool. You don't have a field of just black cows up there. Like every single one of them looks different. Every single one of them has a different horn set. Sucker, come on! We can walk towards that direction as they're coming. They may not come all the way. They're like, what you got for me? So yeah, Texas Longhorn, every single one of them is unique, but they're also adapted highly to this area, right? And so when we're putting them through the stresses and rigors of moving pasture every 1 to 2 days with electric fences, they move on as well the same exact way. We need animals that are adapted to the environment so that we're not over-stressing, if that makes sense. In the heat of summer, it gets really hot out down here. And those big giant horns are not only for defending themselves, but they're also a giant air conditioner, so to speak. So they're full of blood vessels, and it's kind of like a radiator in a car. They're able to regulate their body. Let's walk on the top of that. And the Longhorn for the bottom. And basically see if we can get a cool cross between of them, something called hybrid vigor, where you kind of take the best of both traits and then put them together. So this lady right here is Cotton Candy. That's her name. So that's cute. Yeah, they're all over. They'll come up to. They won't let you get super close, but sometimes you get decently close. This one's the most curious of them all. He's videoing right now.
Horns are awesome.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And so they bring the cows in the winter, and they feed them hay in the barn. Well, cows have a lot of poop, and so it stinks. And so what does he do with that poop? He actually just shovels like carbon on top of it all winter long. Wood chips, other things. And he calls it his carbonaceous diaper. Like he's like soaking up, the smell and like packing it in. And every time he layers a new layer of carbon on there, wood chips, whatever it may be, he throws in some corn. And so that ferments all winter long. But literally he has the barn design where the cows are the floor is raising because it's like 3 feet thick by the time the winter is over. Well, he pulls the cows out, puts them back on grass, and then he sends his pigs into that same barn. And the pigs smell that fermented corn down there, and they go to town, man. And they just start turning it all over, and they create this incredible compost by turning the whole thing for them. So just a cool way that he uses, kind of gives the animal some dignity and a job, as opposed to just saying, well, we're raising you to be butchered, Yeah. Hey. Come. You want to come close? Well, we can walk back that direction. You guys got any?
Three like that before. That's a pretty impressive whistle. Super impressive. You must have a good phone.
It is. It's a good phone.
Got in all that other kind of stuff. Well, Nana is like the first one to lead a charge. You know, a correction of of the two things
Right.
back together.
That's, I think, what he was getting at. But so I mean, there are different ways to look at it. You know, look at heaven and what that means, salvation.
Do you like?
I'm becoming an entomologist.
I was gonna say, do you like?
But
I don't know why this bird is so fascinating to me. But for some reason, this bird has got my attention. This bird, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful bird. And over here, it's the globe. It's where I am. It's here. It's all here. I can feel the geography of the globe. I can feel it. I can feel the different sorts of the grooves next to this bird. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?